We're here in Lisbon with Filipa Roseta. She's the councilwoman responsible for housing and construction in Lisbon. Filipa, it's a pleasure to have you here today. It's very good to be able to have a dialogue with the local authority. You are very important for the success or not for many of the developers here. And thank you very much for being here. Why don't we start from the beginning? What can you tell us about what the city is doing? What are the plans, and how can the developers, the promotores, be engaged in the city development?
Good, it's a perfect question to begin. So what we have now, what is the city doing? So the city is developing a policy that's really trying to promote more housing. Yes, more housing in several levels. More public housing, which is one that we're building ourselves in our property with our money, but also more housing developed in partnership with promoters, where the city hall will give out land for 90 years, and the promoters are going to build this land, and then they're going to rent for affordable prices. And this is really what we're trying to set up new in Lisbon, because there really is not a lot of this, there really is very little of this in Lisbon, and we really need it. So the city hall has a lot of land that is willing, and the city hall is willing to put it out there for this type of build-to-rent type of situation, where we keep the land, we just give it out for 9 years, promoters build, and then they rent it out with affordable rents. So this is really the model that we're trying to set up.
That's the main drive at the moment.
That's really the main drive for this type of discussion, and this is very important. We need to build these partnerships to make this happen.
And when you talk to the market nowadays, how interested are they? How open are you to engage with new developers that maybe are not even active in Portugal as well? Would that work as well?
Yes, of course. We're just really, anyone that wants to invest in this magnificent city, of course we want to have people invest here, and it's a very good city to live in, it's a very good city to invest, it's a very safe city. So I think we're willing to have anybody that wants to become a partner with us in this model. And I think that's really what we're trying to invite people here.
I can imagine that there are a lot of criteria that they need to meet to be able to join the program. But if you need to summarize, what would be the key criteria for companies to participate?
Well, they need to be willing to do this with us. So we're going to put, we have already 2 projects that we're going to put out there somewhere between July and September, anywhere in the summer. We're going to have a call to say whoever is willing to do this, give us your offer, your best offer, and we're going to take the best offer. And what are we going to do? So we're going to put out the lands, and we're going to say it's 600 units on one of these plots and 150 units on another of the plots in Lisbon, Parque das Nações in Benfica. And we're just willing to work with anybody that's able to do this in time and giving us affordable rent for the citizens of Lisbon. So I think we're going to have a competition, and we're just going to ask, give us the best price, give us your best offer. We're going to work with a promoter that's going to give us the best offer. And I think that's very important. Of course, it's important that they have skills and that they have some kind of track record, of course. But I think it can be a very positive beginning of a new thing that Lisbon needs. We are going to keep on building public housing for the poorest people. We are going to keep on having our public housing policy completely public and our property built by us for very poor families. But we think we can have a big market here in the mixed public and private. And this is really what we want to develop, and this is why we're here. And I think there is an appetite for this, and there is capital out there, even in this complex situation of inflation and interest rates. But I do think we still have the possibility to develop this.
Especially in Lisbon, the last few years with the Golden Visa, we saw the property prices increasing considerably. Is there any incentive related to lending money to the developers, to the promoters that decide to engage in this program? Is there anything linked, facilitated credit? Because we know that nowadays credit is it's very difficult.
Hopefully we get developers that can get credit for this. Yes, the city hall is already giving out the land, so I think that's a big property, and it's land in good locations with allotment projects approved. So it's already something. It's already a beginning. And I think we're doing a lot to build trust. So we're giving out land with approved allotment projects, And I think hopefully the promoters will come with some sort of capital, and the project is good enough for them to get the capital to develop the project, we believe.
Talk about approvals. So for those projects, they already, for those piece of lands, they already come with a project approved?
Allotment projects, which means just urban design. So you already have the square meters that you can build, so you have the urban projects approved. And then you have to define your own project. But I think promoters like to have their own architectural design. We just give them the urban design phase approved, so that they already know what's the capacity of the plot in order to build.
Would it be easier for a developer to get approval for his project? Of course, if following the things, would be a kind of fast track for approval for this project?
Yes, fast track for approval for these projects. This is what we're trying to do.
Very interesting. Taxes, is there any tax incentive for those projects?
A lot of tax and VATs and also some things that incentives of having less parking places, so that's very important also to have a lower price for the construction. So and ease on regulations on the parking places, and that's important. Taxes also, but the thing is, we're just going to put this product out there somewhere between July and September, and hopefully investors will come.
Perfect.
This is what we're inviting everybody to do, and come to Lisbon and invest in Lisbon, because it is a great city.